Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on a journey of profound discovery and awakening. We are gathered here not just to learn, but to transform our understanding of the relationships that shape our lives. In every path we walk, there are those who lift us higher, and then there are those who, with subtlety and deception, drain our light and energy. Just as we are called to recognize the divine in our lives, we must also be vigilant of the forces that seek to derail our purpose and destiny. These forces often come disguised, hidden in plain sight, influencing our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Today, I want to bring clarity and insight into the 7 signs someone in your life is a demon together. Let us unveil these signs with wisdom and discernment, empowering ourselves to stand strong against negativity and align more closely with our divine mission. Prepare your hearts and minds, for what we are about to explore will not only enlighten, but also equip you to safeguard your spirit and fulfill your true potential. Let us step boldly into this truth with courage and conviction. Recognizing toxic patterns in relationships is crucial for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. Toxic patterns can manifest in various forms and often go unnoticed until significant damage has been done. The first step in identifying toxic patterns is becoming aware of the subtle signs that may indicate a relationship is unhealthy. These signs can be behavioral, emotional, or psychological, and may present themselves in different ways depending on the nature of the relationship. One common toxic pattern is manipulation. Manipulation involves controlling or influencing someone through deceit or underhanded tactics. This can include guilt tripping, gaslighting, or using fear to control someone's actions. A manipulative person may twist facts, lie, or withhold information to keep the other person off balance and dependent on them. Recognizing manipulation involves paying attention to feelings of confusion, self-doubt, or guilt that seem disproportionate to the situation. Another toxic pattern is constant criticism. In healthy relationships, constructive criticism is given with the intention of helping the other person grow. However, in toxic relationships, criticism is often used to demean and belittle the other person. This can lead to feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt. Constantly being told that one is not good enough or that their efforts are inadequate can erode self-esteem and create a sense of dependency on the criticizer's approval. Emotional manipulation is also a common toxic pattern. This involves playing with someone's emotions to get what one wants. This can include giving the silent treatment, playing the victim, or using affection as a reward or punishment. Emotional manipulators are often skilled at making the other person feel guilty or responsible for their emotions. This creates a power imbalance and makes it difficult for the manipulated person to set boundaries or advocate for their needs. Gaslighting is a particularly insidious form of emotional manipulation. Gaslighting involves making someone question their reality or sanity. This can be done by denying things that the other person knows to be true, planting seeds of doubt, or twisting facts to make the other person seem irrational. Over time, gaslighting can erode a person's confidence in their perceptions and make them dependent on the gaslighter for validation and reassurance. Another toxic pattern is inconsistency. In healthy relationships, people are reliable and consistent in their actions and words. However, in toxic relationships, there is often a lack of consistency, which can create confusion and anxiety. This can involve inconsistent communication, unpredictable behavior, or changing expectations. Inconsistent behavior can make the other person feel like they are walking on eggshells, never knowing what to expect or how to act. Toxic relationships often involve control. This can be overt or covert and can manifest in various ways. Overt control involves explicit demands and restrictions, such as telling someone what they can and cannot do, who they can and cannot see, or how they should behave. Covert control is more subtle and can involve manipulating circumstances to limit the other person's choices or freedom. Recognizing control involves paying attention to feelings of restriction or being coerced into doing things that one does not want to do. Jealousy and possessiveness are also common toxic patterns. While some degree of jealousy is normal in relationships, excessive jealousy can be toxic. This can involve constantly checking up on the other person, accusing them of being unfaithful, or trying to isolate them from friends and family. Possessiveness can create a sense of entrapment and make the other person feel like they have no autonomy or independence. Another toxic pattern is the lack of empathy. In healthy relationships, empathy and understanding are crucial for emotional connection and support. However, in toxic relationships, there is often a lack of empathy, with one person being dismissive or indifferent to the other's feelings and needs. This can involve minimizing the other person's emotions, invalidating their experiences, or showing a lack of interest in their well-being. The absence of empathy can create emotional distance and make the other person feel unsupported and unloved. Toxic relationships often involve a lack of respect. Respect is a fundamental component of any healthy relationship, and without it, relationships can become toxic. This can involve disrespecting the other person's boundaries, dismissing their opinions, or treating them as inferior. A lack of respect can create an unequal power dynamic and make the other person feel devalued and unimportant. Blame shifting is another toxic pattern. In healthy relationships, people take responsibility for their actions and work together to resolve conflicts. However, in toxic relationships, one person may shift the blame onto the other to avoid accountability. This can involve making excuses, denying wrongdoing, or accusing the other person of causing the problem. Blame shifting can make it difficult to resolve conflicts and create a sense of unfairness and frustration. Silent treatment is a toxic pattern that involves withdrawing communication as a form of punishment. This can involve ignoring the other person, refusing to engage in conversation, or giving them the cold shoulder. The silent treatment can create feelings of isolation and rejection and make the other person feel like they are not worthy of attention or care. Another toxic pattern is projection. Projection involves attributing one's own negative traits or behaviors to the other person. This can involve accusing the other person of being dishonest, unfaithful, or selfish when, in fact, these are traits that the accuser possesses. Projection can create confusion and make the other person question their own behavior and intentions. In toxic relationships, there is often a pattern of withholding affection. Affection and love are used as tools for control, given only when the other person behaves in a desired way. This can involve withholding physical affection, compliments, or expressions of love. Withholding affection can create a sense of inadequacy and make the other person feel like they must constantly earn love and approval. Isolation is another common toxic pattern. This involves cutting the other person off from friends, family, and other support networks. Isolation can be achieved through manipulation, control, or coercion. The purpose of isolation is to make the other person dependent on the toxic individual and to prevent them from seeking help or support from others. Guilt tripping is a toxic pattern that involves making the other person feel guilty for their actions or choices. This can involve using past mistakes or weaknesses against them, making them feel responsible for the toxic individual's emotions, or manipulating their sense of duty and obligation. Guilt tripping can create a sense of constant indebtedness and make it difficult for the other person to assert their needs or boundaries. Toxic relationships often involve emotional blackmail. This involves using threats, intimidation, or ultimatums to control the other person's behavior. Emotional blackmail can involve threatening to end the relationship, harm oneself, or harm others if the other person does not comply with demands. Emotional blackmail creates a sense of fear and urgency and makes it difficult for the other person to make decisions based on their own needs and desires. Recognizing toxic patterns requires self-awareness and reflection. It involves paying attention to how one feels and behaves in the relationship and identifying patterns that create negativity and harm. It also involves being honest with oneself about the impact of the relationship on one's well-being and taking steps to address and change toxic dynamics. Guarding your spirit is an essential practice for maintaining mental and emotional well-being. It involves taking proactive steps to protect yourself from negative influences, toxic environments, and harmful behaviors that can erode your sense of self and inner peace. One of the foundational aspects of guarding your spirit is self-awareness. Understanding your own strengths, weaknesses, values, and boundaries allows you to recognize when something or someone is impacting you negatively. Self-awareness helps you identify situations that make you feel drained, anxious, or unsettled, and enables you to take appropriate action to safeguard your emotional health. Another crucial element in guarding your spirit is setting and maintaining healthy boundaries. Boundaries are limits you set for yourself and others to ensure that your physical, emotional, and mental needs are respected. Establishing boundaries can involve saying no to requests that overwhelm you, limiting interactions with people who consistently bring negativity into your life, and creating time for self-care and reflection. By clearly defining what you are comfortable with and what you are not, you can protect yourself from being taken advantage of or experiencing burnout. It is also important to cultivate a positive and supportive environment. Surrounding yourself with individuals who uplift, encourage, and support you can significantly impact your mental and emotional well-being. Positive relationships provide a sense of belonging and can serve as a buffer against stress and adversity. Conversely, toxic relationships can drain your energy and leave you feeling depleted. Therefore, it is essential to evaluate your social circle and make conscious choices about who you allow into your inner circle. Seek out relationships that are reciprocal, where both parties feel valued and respected. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection is another powerful tool in guarding your spirit. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment and paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations without judgment. Regular mindfulness practice can help you become more attuned to your inner state and recognize when something is off balance. Self-reflection allows you to evaluate your experiences and interactions, helping you understand what influences your well-being and how you can make positive changes. Both practices foster a deeper connection with yourself and enhance your ability to protect your emotional health. Engaging in regular self-care activities is essential for nurturing your spirit. Self-care involves doing things that bring you joy, relaxation, and fulfillment. This can include hobbies, exercise, spending time in nature, meditation, or simply taking time to rest. Prioritizing self-care helps replenish your energy and build resilience against stress. It also reinforces the message that you are worthy of care and attention, which can strengthen your self-esteem and overall sense of well-being. Being mindful of the media and information you consume is also important in guarding your spirit. The content you engage with can significantly impact your mood, thoughts, and emotions. Consuming a constant stream of negative news, violent media, or content that promotes unrealistic standards can contribute to feelings of anxiety, inadequacy, and despair. Instead, seek out positive, uplifting, and inspiring content that aligns with your values and supports your emotional health. Curate your social media feeds, follow accounts that promote positivity, and take breaks from screens when needed to maintain a healthy mental state. Cultivating a spiritual practice can also play a significant role in guarding your spirit. For many people, spirituality provides a sense of purpose, connection, and inner peace. Whether through prayer, meditation, attending religious services, or engaging in spiritual study, these practices can help you feel grounded and centered. Spirituality can also offer a source of comfort and strength during difficult times, providing a deeper sense of meaning and perspective. Learning to manage stress effectively is another key aspect of guarding your spirit. Chronic stress can take a toll on your mental and emotional health, leading to feelings of overwhelm, burnout, and physical illness. Developing healthy coping mechanisms such as exercise, deep breathing exercises, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend or therapist can help you navigate stressful situations more effectively. Additionally, identifying and addressing the root causes of stress in your life can prevent it from becoming a persistent issue. Practicing gratitude is a simple yet powerful way to guard your spirit. Gratitude involves focusing on the positive aspects of your life and acknowledging the things you are thankful for. Regularly practicing gratitude can shift your mindset from one of scarcity to one of abundance, helping you feel more content and satisfied. This positive outlook can enhance your overall well-being and resilience, making it easier to cope with challenges and setbacks. Being intentional about your goals and priorities can also help protect your spirit. Having a clear sense of purpose and direction allows you to focus your energy on what truly matters to you. This can prevent you from getting caught up in trivial matters or being swayed by external pressures. Setting realistic and meaningful goals and taking consistent steps towards achieving them can provide a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Maintaining a healthy balance between work, rest, and play is essential for guarding your spirit. Overworking and neglecting rest and leisure time can lead to burnout and decreased well-being. It is important to create a balanced schedule that allows time for productivity, relaxation, and activities that bring you joy. This balance supports overall mental and emotional health and helps you stay energized and motivated. Being kind to yourself and practicing self-compassion is another crucial aspect of guarding your spirit. Self-compassion involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and forgiveness that you would offer to a friend. It means acknowledging your imperfections and mistakes without harsh self-judgment. Practicing self-compassion can help you build a more positive relationship with yourself and reduce feelings of shame and inadequacy. Engaging in activities that align with your values and passions can also help guard your spirit. Doing things that resonate with your core beliefs and bring you joy can provide a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Whether it's volunteering, pursuing a creative hobby, or advocating for a cause you care about, these activities can enhance your overall well-being and provide a sense of meaning. It is important to stay connected to your inner self and regularly check in with your emotions and needs. Taking time to reflect on your feelings and listen to your inner voice can help you stay attuned to what is going on within you. This self-awareness allows you to address any issues before they become overwhelming and make decisions that support your well-being. Being open to seeking support when needed is also crucial in guarding your spirit. There may be times when you need additional help to navigate challenges or maintain your well-being. Reaching out to trusted friends, family members, or mental health professionals can provide valuable support and perspective. Seeking help is a sign of strength and self-awareness, and it can make a significant difference in your ability to protect your emotional health. Practicing forgiveness both towards yourself and others is another important aspect of guarding your spirit. Holding on to grudges and resentment can weigh heavily on your heart and mind, leading to feelings of anger and bitterness. Forgiveness does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but it involves letting go of negative emotions and finding peace within yourself. This practice can free up emotional energy and allow you to move forward with a lighter heart. Finally, staying connected to your sense of purpose and aligning your actions with your values is essential for guarding your spirit. Having a clear sense of what matters most to you and living in accordance with those principles can provide a deep sense of fulfillment and inner peace. This alignment helps you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters, even in the face of challenges and distractions. By implementing these practices, you can create a strong foundation for emotional and mental well-being.